We finally have some interesting Halo news to talk about, guys. We got information about the next story beat happening within the franchise of Halo and stories of a major announcement coming out later this year for the Halo franchise. So if you want to know everything, make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand all the details. The first story we're going to talk about today is the very first story beat bit of lore we've ever received in the last 4 years since Halo Infinite's launch, and this is a continuation of the story in Halo Infinite, which has some fans excited while others a little disappointed about how this is actually playing out. And that's because in a recent Cannon Fodder blog over here actually described the next story beat that we're going to experience for the Halo franchise, which to me sounds pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I might not be able to have a time to read it because I'm so busy making videos for you guys to watch, so make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff. But the very first story beat we're going to get for a Halo story since Halo Infinite, guys, is going to be Edge of Dawn, which is going to be a new book written by Kelly Gay, and it's also going to be continuing on the story of Master Chief. And Kelly Gay, amazing writer. I've listened to her audiobooks of, was it the Rubicon Protocol and also Point of Light, which I would say is a phenomenal book if you guys haven't kept up with it. Basically, it's Ryan Forge, the main character from Halo Wars, his kid right here, and this is actually Guilty Spark. Yes, I know the significant lore story be about Guilty Spark continue on within a book. It's kind of a common issue we're having with the Halo franchise right now, but this is a really great book. I'd say Kelly Gay is probably my favorite author of all the people who write Halo books. She just writes really engaging characters and story and stuff like that. Same thing with like the Rubicon Protocol. It was an awesome book. But the one thing that I'm a little concerned about is that it does continue on the story directly after Halo Infinite, and it involves one of the most significant characters from Halo Infinite, and that being Giga Redumni. Yeah, you thought he was dead. Not exactly. Now you might be thinking, well, Kevin, didn't we just like smack his cheeks around back in the campaign? Yeah, you did beat his butt pretty bad. But the thing was that there was an interesting aspect about this fight where you saw there's no body left on the ground when you defeated Giga Redumni, unlike other boss fights you had in the game where you actually just had the body laying down there. Now, we don't know exactly how Giga made it out of this whole situation. I'm assuming some form of space magic, but I'm assuming they probably left it open on purpose. This probably was actually going to be some form of DLC, likely, or a campaign expansion, which we knew was originally planned for Halo Infinite, but of course, we never got those expansions because, well, as we talked about previously on the channel, Halo Infinite has some issues going on when it comes to the development of things, obviously. So, there's going to be an interesting story coming here with Giga Redumni trying to hunt him back down to hopefully finish the fight with him, which again would be another situation of ending a major character story arc within a book once again. And I think it's been kind of a common issue we've been seeing with Halo Studios and /343 is that they really progress a story when it comes to these significant side characters to the point where like some die and some live, like we had earlier with like the Didact who got composed into the composer, right? And that was basically the death of that character off screen in a comic. It was kind of annoying. Same thing they did with Cortana. Even though that was more like in game explaining her death, but like still, it's like you don't kill off major characters like that. You need to have that happen in game. It's just, I feel like it's another thing that's happening again with the Halo franchise, and I really hope that they find some way to kind of balance out that storytelling, maybe to leave it open and just kind of be a little external lore that's kind of like nice to know kind of stuff. Or maybe just kind of address it as just in the book and have it be like, well, people who only played the game feel like they killed Giga and then we can just leave it at that kind of thing. They probably could get away with that. Again, this is kind of speculation at this point, but it's going to be the first major beat of an actual story coming from Halo Studios since, well, being rebranded, and also the first story beat within the Halo franchise since the last game back in 2021. So there's a lot to talk about there. I mean, it's up to their opinion. I mean, I'm looking forward to Kelly Gay's book because she is a great author and she does a great job of telling really compelling characters and stories. So, yeah, we'll definitely cover it on the channel here once the book finally releases. There is no release date given right now, but I'll definitely let you guys know in the future. Next here, guys, we got a little bit of a report here from our boy Rebs Gaming. He has a little bit of insider information, nothing too crazy, but definitely giving you an idea of what to expect when it comes to Halo announcements this year. Now, it's nothing involving the Xbox showcase, which I fully plan on making a video, guys, breaking down what our expectations should be for this Xbox showcase this year. We have a lot to talk about, especially when it's involving some Halo, you know you gotta talk about it on this channel. But in this video, Rebs talks about some of his information they got from a fan who talked to a developer at the recent HCS event over in Dallas, talking about the plans and what to expect for Halo this year when it comes to major announcements. Again, go give Rebs a subscribe, guys. He's out here, he's doing the dirty work. I'm just kind of commenting, giving my thoughts on the whole thing. But Rebs mentions about being prepared for a major announcement from Halo Studios again for HCS of 2025 in October, which I will be at, guys. So if you guys want to catch me there, I'll definitely try to make some content. I'll make some, maybe even live stream from them. You never know, but I'm definitely going to be there at HCS this year, guys. So if you guys want to catch me there, make sure to stop by, say hi, or just, give a subscribe. We'll definitely give you guys up to dates with things that are going on with that. But so back into the story here a little bit. Talking about with HCS 2025 this year in Seattle, expect another major announcement. This is what a fan was told from a developer over at the HCS Dallas this weekend. So what that announcement might be, we don't fully know. I mean, it would be very surprising if we got like an actual announcement of the next Halo title or game at an HCS event, which I feel like would be kind of nerfing the announcement of whatever the next Halo project is going to be. Because I fully expect, I should say, that major announcement to come from the next Xbox event. I mean, I'm sure many of us Halo fans remember back in 2018, where they should have just unleashed the Xbox showcase. I believe it was still E3 back in the day, with Halo. They opened up the entire show with Halo. So Microsoft, at least last time they made a major announcement about the game, still fully believed in the project and the team, and were willing to open up their showcase with Halo. I mean, like this first trailer, man, like, I was there day one reacting to this like, oh god, I was losing my mind when this got announced, and man, how things have changed since then. Now for myself, I'm fully expecting to see some kind of a Halo announcement happen at the Xbox showcase this year. To me, it would be shocking if there was an actual announcement of the next Halo game at an HCS event, because like I said, I feel like you'd just be completely nerfing your announcement of the next Halo title, because like I said, like they were willing to open up with Halo and back in 2018, making the last major Halo announcement. So I don't know why they would do it at an HCS event, but hey, we got something last time, so maybe it'll happen again. But what I'm fully suspecting again, like I said, the announcement of the Halo franchise at the upcoming weeks, which I will have a full video doing my breakdown of what to expect for this showcase for Xbox. We're gonna see some Halo. I'd be shocked if we saw Halo at HCS 2024, but not in the Xbox showcase. That just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But I would say that we get big announcements of Halo, and then I think maybe at the HCS showcase we might get like a little bit of an announcement of like another year of HCS or something like that to kind of get people still excited, interested within Halo, or maybe like another type of trailer like we had right here, something like that. I think we could definitely still see when it comes to any kind of what major announcement might be. I mean, if a developers wanted to say just like to a fan, like, oh yeah, expect a big announcement for 2025. I think with 2024, you kind of set up that cadence, especially with this, now having like this big announcement right here of switching engines, rebranding, and things like that. They're going to have to kind of get to that same level of like announcement once again, which I can imagine being something big, like showing actual gameplay, showing actual clip or something from the next game or something like that, just to get people excited. I think like a remaster could definitely be something you can make an announcement here, but like a full game, probably say that for the Xbox showcase. But that's not everything, guys. Even this year for actual gameplay stuff, you got some stuff to look forward to. Rebs also did mention this in his video as well. Talk about should be the next major update that we're gonna get for Halo. It's gonna contain some cool, fun things. We'll see what that's gonna be. I mean, I'm assuming I'll probably get another like new seasonal update, right? Because we just had the summer update. We'll get the fall update probably soon afterwards, and then some cool new attachments, or maybe like a nod to the 10th anniversary of Halo 5 or something. We'll see. But as you can probably assume, Halo Infinite is going to keep chugging along as it's been doing with the operations and the major seasonal update, kind of once every 3 months kind of thing. And it seems to be the current cadence of what we're getting with Halo. Again, like it's just kind of there to kind of maintain the audience, right? Fulfill the promise to the community as well. And I think Halo just getting that special treatment from Xbox of just, being able to continue on, because Xbox just wants Halo to be active as it's one of their largest IPs, but they have been not exactly executing on this IP as well intended as we've seen previously in the past. But as always, guys, as soon as we get some more Halo information, I'll definitely make a video to talk about with you guys on the channel. So make sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know by leaving a green Master Chief heart in the chat down below, guys. I do read all the comments, try to reply to most of them as well. And if you guys missed any content from me recently, check out the videos right over here. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.